Continuing with part 9 of I'm Still Searching. I also believe in the concept of ahisma, the principle of nonviolence which motivated Martin Luther King Jr. and Mahatma Gandhi. I believe in sort of a karma that develops when ahisma is practiced optimally. I see a bit too much violence in the Bible for my own comfort level. Even though Christ is portrayed as a very peaceful man, some of the stories of the Bible seem to contradict his pacifism. That is a contradiction that is interesting and definitely worthy of much more study. I think we should all be more tolerant of different worldviews. It disturbed me to hear that a classmate of my son told him he was going to hell because he didn't believe that Jesus was his personal Lord and Savior. My son was hurt by that, and I tried to explain to him that his friend was probably taught that in church and that he was not being tolerant of those who are free thinkers, those people who question. My son proceeded to tell me that he believed that each of us makes our own heaven or hell right here on earth. Pretty bright at that age, I would say. He was 12 when he told me that. When I was his age, my friend Bobby Weber told me I would go to hell if I didn't believe in God. I remember asking him if being a good person was enough. He replied, "No, it's not enough. It's not that simple. There's much more to it than that." About 3 days before my Uncle Charlie died, I tried to express to him about how Christmas gave me a sublime and mystical sense of hope, even though I wasn't a believer. He said, "I don't believe any of that, Jeffrey." I said I respected that, and I knew he respected my inclination to fully search out my own spirituality. Deep in my heart, I do not believe that kind and generous Uncle Charlie is going to hell. Charlie was a great person, always willing to give me advice when I needed it, always willing to help in any way he could. If there is a God that would send him to hell, we live in a cruel world, and I want no part of it. I'm not all that convinced, though, that we do live in a cruel world. There's much beauty and truth to reach out to. We can create our own heaven on earth, and it is totally up to us to create what we want to create. I have a continuing debate with my good friend Craig, who is a devout believer. Craig is a person of excellent character, who cares deeply about other people, about his family, about the earth. I have done several emails with Craig to try to understand his worldview a little bit more clearly. My friend Craig, you said creationists, of course, have not the slightest problem with natural selection. Creation and evolution are actually both outside the realms of science, and to know this, you need to know what science is. Neither process is currently observable, testable, or repeatable. I have a problem with a statement saying that evolution is far outside the scientific realm. Evolution is science and God is faith. They are two different things as far as I'm concerned. Because evolution is not testable directly doesn't mean we cannot use carbon dating, fossil discoveries to sharpen our pool of evidence to approximate the same possible understanding given our human limitations. It is arrogance to think we all have the answers. What religion says, we can stop thinking now. Let's throw up our hands because this world is too scary and too complicated. That's a cop-out, I think. Let's use the reason we were born with, we were biologically given, to use it to the utmost limit. We only use 5% of our brains, right? While religion may be an outdated part of the cortex, logical reflection is the advanced part of it. Is the advanced part, in my opinion. You quoted this, Craig. I am also talking about the appearance of life starting from inanimate chemicals. When I'm talking about evolution, I'm not speaking of natural selection. This statement also doesn't make sense. When one speaks about evolution, one has to speak of natural selection. Hello?
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Okay.
Did you have a good day at work?
No diarrhea, yeah.
You didn't have any clients with extreme medical needs?
No.
That's good.